Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous My Adventures Permit Systems Facece system. We're on 6B and we're going to go to the next planet, so we need to see what that's going to be. Sys left. Facece 6C, rocky world with little or no surface material content. And you can see the information there. You can hit the pause and look over it. Okay, so let's get started. Trying to go the wrong way. Sys landing.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
And we're going 8.81 light seconds away, so we got to be careful that we don't go too fast.
1. Engage.
Saying it's behind us. And we can't go through the planet, of course, so we'll pick up our speed a little bit so we can get around the planet to get to 6C. Again, thank you for joining me. If you will, while we're waiting, look to the bottom of the video to the right and click that subscribe button. It'll help me with YouTube. They keep raising the minimum requirements for small publishers, so if you'll click that subscribe, doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me with YouTube. And underneath the video to the left, you'll see my YouTube channel, GFM_RDG. There's Facece, C, 6C. And on my YouTube channel there is over 430 videos just waiting for you to watch. So, like I've said many times, I think I hear them calling your name, so you need to, if you would, watch some more of my videos. Sunshine looks like it's behind us, so we'll be coming up on it pretty fast, so we'll be slowing down so we don't run into it or come up on it too fast. We'll be looking for the brightest area. With, different terrain. We look for different colors in the terrain. Did see the blue ring around the planet saying that we can land there. There it is again. like having a slope.
Orbital flight engaged.
We're at about 60 kilometers. We'll be dropping out of Super Cruise shortly. We're in a glide slope. Start our look around. There is some rough area. And some smoother areas. Need a little bit of both because we need cover when we're going after skimmers, stingers. Okay. Looks like a pretty good area to go after. Sis landing. Sis landing. Speed up a little bit.
Landing gear deployed.
So far our sensor is clear, but that can change at any moment. Trying to get under 1,000 or get under 1 kilometer. We could be having some company. Like we've said before, if they come in hostile, we will have to try to get out of the area as quickly as possible. Cis alternate. We need to feather our descent. So we slow it down just a little, and then we do a little more, so we feather it. So I like getting the ship out of harm's way. Is this down? I don't think I want that one. It's at 45, 73. Let's take that one.
Low gravity warning.
Go to this side. Expanded our sensor so we can see if anything comes up on us. Cis ship.
Ship dismissed.
It's part of our risk versus reward. And that gets rid of most of the risk. Cis right. We're at 7% combat competent, and our rebuy cost is 257 credits. And we have a balance of 6 billion. So our risk is low. So, and that's the way we like it. Sis lights? Sis lights? Sis lights? Yeah, I like having the lights off if possible.
Handbrake is on.
Look around to see where our best targets are at. There's some material so far. So we'll go that direction, always watching our sensors. There's a little rough terrain, but if we get to where we're chasing a skimmer, we like a little rougher terrain. For cover, sulfur, and that was good. More sulfur. The reason we like sulfur and phosphorus, oh, we have a armed mining area. Possibly up here. It looks like there's a ship next to it. Right over that hill. We did go to analysis mode instead of combat mode, so we don't cause any problems. But we might want to take a peek of what's up. It's a vulture. Yep, looks like a mining area. What's nice about being able to go back to the main menu and come back, it's any potential threat could be gone. We don't even want potential threats. We want to minimize our risk as much as possible. Now, of course, you can play the game however you wish, but I like to minimize the risk, which is pretty low risk, or I wouldn't be doing it. I keep the risk low. That's the way I like playing the game. More of a trader explorer, so I don't mind doing some combat as long as it's very low risk. And the combat that I have done with skimmers and stingers can be very low risk if you play it right. You use cover, you make sure that they're either wanted or lawless. Then you can keep the risk low. There is support ships, but going back to the main menu when you feel threatened, things like that, you can minimize those risks. But you can play the game however you wish. If you want it to be more risky, you can do that. If you want to be low risk, you can play it the way I play it. So it's up to you. I'm going to play it low risk. Oh, I like getting my ship out of here. So I can keep risk low. You know, with Synthesis, we don't have to call back the ship. We can refuel, reload, repair, all from the materials that we collect. But when you dock your SRV onto the ship, it repairs the integrity for you, so it'll always be at 100% when you leave your ship or you undock the SRV from the ship. It'll be at 100%. So most of the time we don't have to repair it, but we could. Oh, we got company. Yeah, I don't mind as much security forces if they're green, but if they're yellow, I'd rather keep my risks low. And I don't want them coming on and just start firing. So if we have a ship coming our way or showing up on radar or something like that, for me it's best just to go back to the menu and come back, and the scene is reset, and I can play the way I like to play. I don't want to play worrying about we're going to get shot at by a ship, and a SRV doesn't have a whole lot of defenses except for shields from a ship, and if they keep shooting at you, you're a goner, because we can't defend against a ship very well. So now if you wish to take them on, you certainly can. It'd be good to check their status before you shoot at them, because if they're not wanted or lawless, then you can get a bounty on yourself. So, but for me, I just rather not even deal with a potential issue. Just go ahead and go back to the menu, come back, and it's all cleared, and we don't get that many potential problems from ships. So might be a while before we have another one that shows a potential threat. But again, I wish for you to play the way you want to play. And I just give you ideas, and then you can take those ideas and use them and do them as you wish.
Cargo scoop deployed.
lots of material right in here, which is a good thing. There's so many purposes of the material with the engineers to modify your ship and your modules. And with synthesis to refuel, repair, reload your SRV. Through synthesis is why we need the materials. Yeah, we have 188 out of 300 on sulfur. That's good. Is this right? So if we go to modules, come down for an example, fuel tank. If we're just going to refuel it, just like it comes out of the ship, it would be, we could do it 115 times because of the materials that we have, the sulfur and the phosphorus. Standard fuel, which is 100% efficiency, so it's like over double what the fuel economy. We can do it 83 times, and premium we can do 83 times, and boy, that is really cool. It's like 4 times the fuel efficiency. It's pretty amazing. I really like it, but we're not out long enough to really need that fuel, because as soon as we go to a station, it replaces that fuel. So we're not in a critical situation. We're using our second SRV out of 4. So in the standard refuel would be the best right now for what we're doing. Terrain's rough, but if we come across some skimmers, it's kind of nice that the terrain is rough, so you got plenty of cover, because you don't want them being able to shoot back at you. If they can't get a lock on you, they won't shoot at you. So if your SRV is behind one of these hills and the turret that's on top is above the hill where you can shoot, they can't get a lock, and they won't shoot at you, and you just have free reign to shoot at them. So watch some of my previous videos from here in Facece, where we have come across skimmers and stingers, and I'm sure we'll come across a few on our trip this time too. Now I could zoom in and make it a little bit easier, but I like seeing my full radar, so if I know if something's coming up that could be a threat. Because we have killed skimmers, there's a good chance that with the pirates we're wanted with them. We're not wanted with the law or with the major factions, but the pirate factions could have us wanted with them or on a wanted list that's not official with the governments. And we are seeing something on our back radar. Might be something we can shoot at. And for the video's sake, it's always good to have something to shoot at. It gives a little more excitement, and the views that I get on these videos kind of show that. They like the surface mining, and they like running around on the surface, and they like that we shoot things. So but again, you can shoot things if you wish to shoot things. You don't have to. You don't have to have a combat rating if you don't wish. It took me probably 8 months of playing the game before I started shooting things. And that's just been recent. So I went a long time without having any combat rating, and now I'm at competent. But the only thing I'm shooting is skimmers and stingers. I'm not doing any bounty hunting with players or with NPCs or anything like that. Now, not every high signal on that back sensor is things we can shoot at, so I mean, there's always a chance that we're just kind of wasting our time, but then there's a big chance that it will turn into a trespass zone and we would be able to shoot at it. So yeah, there is a trespass zone coming up. It's coming up on our bottom radar as a square red box. And a lot of times they're skimmers. Now, if they're clean, we cannot shoot them. I repeat, if they are clean, the status, you cannot shoot them, or there'll be a bounty put on you, and you don't want that. Take it from me. Take it from someone that's had bounties put on him because of shooting them. You do not want that. It's not a good thing. Just trying to get the stingers to activate.
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone.
And the skimmers.
Trespass zone cleared.
Wanted. And I duplicate them a lot of times because I just want to make sure, on top of making sure, that they're all wanted. Then we start looking for some kind of cover. We want the base of the SRV to be behind something. Where the majority of the skimmer stingers wouldn't be able to shoot at us. See, that's a chance. It's not really good. Let's come over here and see if we get one that a little more cover. Yeah, this will probably be a little bit better cover. I don't mind if one is sticking up. See, that's probably pretty good. This is probably even better. That's probably better.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Now we are down to just one.
Target destroyed.
Okay. Go back to our main, or back down where we can see our sensor. If a ship starts coming in, we have to exit.
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone.
What I'm looking for is material, not canisters. I don't care about the canisters. You can collect those, or you can also collect occupied escape pods if you wish. But that's not my goal, so.
Cargo scoop deployed.
I do see some of those vertical bars. Sometimes they turn into other than or manufactured. Which they're starting to do that. Since we're doing synthesis, we don't have to worry about that fuel reserves at 50%. We can always refuel if we had to, but 50% is quite a bit, so it can last a while. Is this right? We're at 7% competent. And it's fun to kind of watch it. It's very far from expert to oh, that's funny. Expert combat rate. Yeah, even if I hit expert, I'm not an expert in combat. I'll probably never be an expert in combat. So that's why I think that's funny. But that's certainly not happening. It might be a down satellite. If it is, it's only one skimmer. Still got to check its status. But you don't need cover. Just unload on him. That's all it takes. Even if he fires back, you have shields. I don't think the skimmers have shields because their shields diminish very quickly. You can see it on the right hand side. I mean on the left hand side, my other Other left. See, that one's wanted. You don't even have to go up turret side. You can just blast them.
Target destroyed.
And you can scan for encrypted stuff. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Wrong button again. Okay. I am really bad about hitting wrong buttons. Sometimes it gets me in trouble.
Trespass zone.
At least it doesn't explode and cause me trouble. But I do thank you for coming along with me. I do get bored before I started doing videos. So now it's more of a purpose. But please hit that subscribe button. I need that more than anything else from you. That's what I need. YouTube makes it very difficult to get support from them unless you have subscribers, and I don't have nearly enough. I hardly have any compared to what they require, so need your help there. And underneath the video to the left, you'll see my YouTube channel, GFM_RDG. Please press that, and you'll see over 430 videos as of the publishing of this video. Help me out there too, because YouTube requires subscribers and hours total watched. So that's what I need. And I try to make as much content as absolutely possible. And if you'll search my YouTube channel, you'll find all kinds of content like the Guardian Surfaceite. That was pretty interesting. Very interesting. The Thargoid Surfaceite. That was extremely wild. And asteroid mining. There's surface scanning of planets. And the road to riches. So that's really interesting. The material traders, synthesis. There is all kinds of stuff. Dav's Hope and Jameson Crash Site. Those are really interesting. So there is plenty of things to watch. A beginnings series for beginner players to take you from the very basics on up, so check that out. There's another game called Ultimate Fishing Simulator that I have videos on, and if you like this game, you probably like that one too. It's a lot more relaxing. This one can be a little tense at times. And of course it was made that way. Yeah, I'd like to find one more trespass zone before we go on to the next, probably 6D planet. A lot of times these vertical bars will turn into the upper signals on that back radar, which are manufactured or made by human or other. Now sometimes our bottom signal can, on the back radar, that bottom signal can hide upper signals. As I've been told, we don't have to worry about a landing pad for our ship because it will find either a place to land or it will hover, and you can move up underneath it and board it. So you don't really have to worry about the terrain as much. You can still board the ship even if it's in terrain that's impossible for it to land. Getting close to the end of this video. Try to keep it within a reasonable time. I'm using a VR headset, the Oculus Rift S. The only issues I have with it is tracking. It will lose tracking at times, which is not a good thing. It really messes up the clarity of what I get to see, and items don't supposed to move when I move my head, and when it loses tracking they will move, and which kind of messes things up. Where I was getting to is when I first started using VR, motion sickness was a problem because your brain really thinks you're on the planet and you're really bouncing over these hills. So as I've said many times, it really doesn't bother me as much now. Can't really remember the last time I had motion sickness from it. It's had to be several months ago. Was the last time.
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone. Trespass zone cleared.
Wanted. 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 It's probably a good spot. Wanted. Take out a few of them anyway.
Target destroyed.
What you're trying to do
Target destroyed.
is where they can't get a shot off at us.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
And again, I like coming back to the inside the SRV,
You have entered a trespass zone.
so I can see that bottom sensor. And what I look for is like that materials. See, I'll take materials. Some smoother ground. Okay, sys ship. Sys ship.
Ship recalled.
See where the ship goes. Yeah, I wish we had an auto landing on planets where you can just tell it to land and have it find a place to land. Where you don't have to do it manually. Again, thank you for watching. Please press that subscribe button. Go to my YouTube channel, GeoFilm_RDG, underneath the video to the left, where you see over 430 more videos. And be sure to go with us when we go to, it's probably 6D, I think so. We'll see in just a few. When we get aboard ship and we get ready to go to the next planet. So, until then, I do thank you for watching. Sys down. Sys down. You don't have to be lined up perfectly with the boarding entrance. So until next time, thank you for watching.